Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Sor Darkchild and welcome back. What is somewhat a battle gauntlet against previous bosses. Kind of like what I did with the Mega Man series, only different. And we stopped at this one after taking care of the 3 out of 4 of what's up on this row. And apparently we faced off against 3 familiar foes. The first 2 on the left over there were Matthias and Headmaster Yavin. Over here, we haven't faced that other flame, but this one was Lord Warrener. So, what is this one? Oh, crap. Apparently it's the Venom-Toothed Tiger that we faced in Chapter 3 of Tressa's story. Why we're facing this thing again, I have no idea.
Feel the power!
Okay,
What is the logical course of action?
if I remember right, this thing's weakness was spear, bow, and fire and light magic. So let's get something that will be of those weaknesses.
A gift for you. The battle is truly joy. Death by 1,000 cuts!
I'll not be defeated.
Okay,
How about you?
so far so good.
Use this. An interesting dilemma. Great inferno.
Hopefully they have the same amount of HP as the original did.
Now! Catch me if you can! I'll do my best! Prepare yourself! Ignis Ardere! Let's try!
How about you? Death by 1,000 cuts!
Here I go! Well then. Let's Pondereer!
The battle is my blade is unbending! Windhild, fight with us!
Here I go! Feel the power! Well then. Ignis Ardere!
Now the true lesson begins!
Let's try.
Was close. Victory shall be mine! Death by 1,000 cuts!
good we blind him.
An interesting dilemma.
I'll do my best. This should help. What to do? Ah! Catch me if you can.
Oops! Victory shall be mine! Now, what next?
I will not be defeated. This should help. My turn now! For you! Here I go! Ignis Ardere! My turn now! Feel the power!
The battle is... Fire blade is unbending! Windhill fights with us! With each battle, I grow stronger.
Okay, that went well. We got lucky. Was running low on magic, and I'm running low on magic bringing back Aspirian Plums. From the Diary of Graham Crawford, part of the first. Grave tidings reached me as I was passing through Victor's Hollow in my travels. My beloved conditions had worsened. I knew my journey must be brought to a swift conclusion. At least, I'd be too late in the end. My mind made up. I made up my mind to sail across the verdant deep, the final ingredient I required as the penultimate of an ogre eagle. That most fearsome beast of the sky. They are said to make their home in the forests of Ruba, beyond that vast emerald sea. When I arrived at the harbor, there was only one ship to be found. It was a grand one, no mistaking it, but the captain was none other than Leon Bestrel. I recognized him at once, of course. Who could travel these lands without hearing a tale or 10 about that dreaded pirate captain, and the very mention of whose name would set even the bravest sailor's heart pounding and palms sweating. Yet I found the man himself to be quite different from the one spoken in the legend. Captain Leon Bestrel stood at the helm of a merchant trader, which was preparing to hoist the sail at the very moment I came upon it. I told him of my haste and implored that he let me aboard. I'm afraid I don't let just anyone board my ship, he told me. and I felt as though I were being put on some kind of test. It was clear this was a man who did not easily place his trust in others. My coin purse was improvised as my hopes. I held out the only thing I had of value I could offer, my journal. This is the most valuable of my possessions, I explained. Within it, you will find a record of every region of this vast continent, every town I had visited, and every path I have tread. Surely such knowledge is worth the trouble of having one more body aboard your ship for this voyage. After all, what need had I of such a log then? My journey was nearly over. All that remained was to obtain the final ingredient and hasten home to my beloved's side. Captain Leon gave the boisterous laugh, having gestured me onto his ship with a grin. You'd have me believe the leaves of that old book are more valuable than the leaves in my coffers? You must have had quite the journey. I wouldn't mind hearing about it, as you swab my decks. As his ship tossed about the stormy sea, my thoughts drifted ahead of the winds to where my wife awaited me. I could see her face in my mind clearly that it felt as though it was only minutes ago that we parted, not countless moons, and I prayed that the flame would guide me back to her while that gentle smile still graced her lips. It's almost finished at last, my love. Pray wait for me just a little longer. I know not what becomes of my journal since I parted ways with Captain Leon, but looking back, I am relieved that it left my hands when it did. Surely it was better that my final entry ended with some traces of hope, rather than the bitter pain I would eventually find at my journey's end. So that explains where Tressa and got that journal from Leon's ship. Okay, 4 down, 4 to go. Hopefully I can make my items last for these next fights. If not, then I'm in trouble for what is to come up ahead. I should have prepared better before coming here. Now then, what is this one?
I will not fail.
Simeon! We defeated you previously, a few episodes ago. You were quite recent. Now, I can't do anything to you, darn it. Defend for now, Cyrus.
Not.
Well then,
You too.
no, you will not!
Now then.
You've been silenced? But I gave you an item that would prevent that, Ophelia.
What to do?
This fight's not gonna go well.
This should help.
Now, what next? A gift for you.
What to do?
I should have brought more than one person that can use daggers. For now, Ulbricht's the only one that can fight.
Now, what next?
And I'm just curious for what all those journals that we get from these fights have to say.
Cursed witchery.
Let's do this!
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Silence him. I don't care for the moment.
I'll do my best. Huh? Prepare yourself! Jennifer Operino! My turn now.
Fight it out, fight it out. I don't want to waste items.
Let's... I'll get
My focus is unparalleled.
Oh, it's based on his Phase 2 battle in the final chapter of Primrose, not the first phase. Okay. I'll play a little game. Now, which weakness are you? Second set. Alright. That I can do, because I have at least 2 people that can use a sword.
What's this now?
Item? Let's see, what can I use? Fire. We need fire.
A gift for you.
Oh no! Let me help.
A miracle like no other.
To do it, but I gotta use up all the healing items I have for silence. Mainly on
This should help.
my main fighters.
My turn. Here I go! Jennifer Operino! Oh no! I won't hold back!
An interesting dilemma. How about this?
Witchery.
What's this now?
Kinda wish I could make him stop doing that. dagger and dark. The third setting. I can't do anything to him.
A gift for you.
Take this! Oh no!
How about this?
What's this now? How about this?
Oh no!
What's this now? Now the
Victory! Iron Blade is unbending! Windhild fights with us!
That was lucky.
The thrill of the fight!
Alright. What is it gotta say about this bugger? Jeffrey Azelhart? Why is it talking about Primrose's father? I thought it was gonna be about... Never mind. Let's just go with it. I kept my faith. I stayed true to my convictions until the end. Several years before my death, a shadow fell upon my dear noble court. A shadow known as the Obsidians. They brought with them sweet words and false promises, but I would not lend them my ear. Once they came to understand that I would not be swayed by their way of thinking, they came after my life time and again. I would not allow myself to be daunted. I dug deeper into the truth to uncover their intentions, their ties, and the mastermind behind the villainy. And my search eventually led me to learn of the gates of Venice. In the end, I was murdered by the man who caught wind of my discoveries. Yet, I do not regret my actions. I lived true to the words of my house and did all that I could for the sake of my people. My sole regret is that I have left Primrose alone to pick up the pieces of this broken life I had left behind. My precious daughter should not have to bear such a burden on her shoulders. Primrose, you stood before my grave and told me, did you not, that you had lived true to what I had taught you? You are strong, my daughter. You found your own cause and purpose, and the purpose you found was the continuation of my very own. You carried on in my footsteps and finished what I started. My dear Primrose, When I think of how much you must have suffered all alone, all I can do is beg you to forgive me. Now the time has come for you to lie down your burden and rest. It is time you forgot about me and find happiness. A happiness of your own this time, for I will always be with you. Jeffrey Azelhart. Hello? Okay, good. Sorry, I wasn't sure if I was recording on that one. That was an interesting thing. Didn't really need to heal my items there. Oh, I gave her a thing of preventing confusion. What was the one for silence? There it is. And you're gonna need it. And you, my friend, are gonna need it, definitely. Let's see, Tressa 2, I think. Oh, that's all of them? Never mind then. Now then, let's mix up my party a bit now. I want Haunted, and Elfin. Yeah, that sounds right for a combo. Now then, what have we next?
Will not fail.
A dragon? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. This one might be a problem. Let's see. You're weak to ice and light magic. You are weak to Ulbricht's sword, but you're also weak to the dagger and bow. Alright.
What next?
Have at you.
Let's just uncover his
Good way.
weaknesses for now.
Here goes nothing.
My turn now.
Julia, I want you to save your magic for now.
What next?
Victory shall be mine. The dawn fights hard.
Bring it on.
Well, good thing we have a healer with us.
The stars fall.
I'll do my best.
And I have no choice but to let her use her magic on this one.
Let's conjure me. What next?
Victory shall be mine.
Now, use this.
The dawn fights hard.
Here goes nothing. Let's get down to work.
Have at you.
That was not what I wanted Elfin to do. But at least it saved his magic.
My blade is unbound. Windhild fights with us.
I'll do my best.
No, you won't.
This should help.
Come in, if thou darest. A torrent of arrows!
I did recall him used to have a lot of HP.
A torrent of arrows!
Damn!
Here we go.
I'll do my best. Ah! Here I go!
Just heal.
Bring about the miracle of healing.
Here goes nothing.
Hoping that you didn't get rid of Haunted. Guess I'll have to improvise.
Try this.
Have at you! The dawn fights on.
I'll do my best. Ah!
Bring it on. Alrighty. The stars fall.
I'll not be defeated.
Nothing you can do for now. So just heal.
Bring about the miracle of healing.
Victory! Iron Blade is unbending! Windhild fights with us!
Sorry.
Oh, shoot!
Here we go. Try this.
Victory shall be mine!
Fudge. Thank you for returning, Haunted.
I'll not be defeated. Bring about the miracle of healing.
All right. Try this.
Have at you! The dawn fights on.
Oh, Haunted, I so hope you're able to take care of that. Break that shield.
Letting the hunt beginning. A torrent of arrows!
You couldn't break the shield?
The battle is truly joined.
Break the shield.
All right.
Heal
That'll do
her.
her.
Letting the hunt beginning. Holding back nothing.
Oh man, we got lucky on that fight.
Thou didst fight with courage.
Alright. What was that entry? From the Diary of Graham Crawford, the part of the third. How could I have been so wrong? All I thought of was bringing my beloved back to the world of the living. When Lai Black told me such a thing could be done, I was all too willing to swallow her petty words. The moment that I arrived before the gate, I felt a finger of ice run along my spine. Even if my mind had been too slow to recognize it, my very body was repelled by the gate, or more precisely, by what lay beyond it. While I struggled to catch my breath, Lieblack sketched out a magic circle on the ground, with practiced ease, as she traced each twisted line and rune, her hand never faltered. How many times must she have prepared for this moment in her heart of hearts? It was at that moment that I realized just how she had longed for this moment, how fiercely she desired to see the dark ritual to completion. Oh, by this ritual may the gates be opened. It will not be pleasant for you, but you must bear it if you wish to see your beloved once more. So Lieblack spoke as she led me to the center of the magic circle. As she began the ritual, the first thing I felt as a great pain that struck my entire body at once. It was followed by a strange sensation like nothing I had ever experienced. I felt myself stretching and swelling from the inside out. From the corner of my eye, I saw my own hand changing into something foreign and awful. Then the fear. Lieblack watching my transformation with the glow in her eye. It was then I knew this ritual was not intended to open the gate and bring my wife back to me. Yes, I know what truly lies beyond the gate of Finis. That horror is what Lieblack sought to bring back to our world, and I was to be the vessel. I would be lying if I said I had no idea what was coming. My conversation with Lieblack had led me to suspect that this ritual would not work for just anyone. It seemed that she needed my blood, the blood of the House Crawford, destined from an ancient line of sorcerers. That is why I must be the one to prevent her plan from succeeding. For if I fail, she will only turn her sights on my dear kid. No, that I cannot allow. So while I realize before the end what Lieblack intended, I continued to accompany her in her aims so that I could see the truth of the ritual for myself and foil however I could. Little did I know that I was dealing with a power far, far beyond any mortal's control or comprehension. I felt my own sense of self growing faint and distant, and something else entirely filling me. I resisted it with all that I had, but that presence. To that thing, a being like myself, a fragile human spirit, could be cursed as easily as an insect beneath her heel. Then, just before my mind was completely consumed by the darkness, I saw the smiling faces of my wife and son at one last time. I screamed. The memory of my wife gave me the power to resist that last critical moment. I imagine Lieblack herself did not think I would ever strike back at her, but I had already grown far stronger than I had been as a man. Even when I only managed to land a single blow to her, it cut her deep. She staggered back and the ritual was interrupted. This is my chance. All I need to do is chase after her and she flees and cut her evil at the root, bringing everything to an end. That is what I must do. But why am I going? Why am I am turning into something else human. And so I wander the land without aim. There are precious periods of time I cannot remember. I come back to myself, surrounded by destruction. No memories, but I know it was me. These blackouts grow more frequent. They come for me now. No, stay your hand. I am no monster. I am a man. I am a man. Oh dear, for what I gather from that story. That person was Kit's father. And upon the grief of his wife's death, made him an easy target for Lieblock to lure him to this place, and wanted to make him as a vessel for this demon that she's trying to summon back through the gates. Realizing what happened, he probably interrupted the incantation, and thus paying the price of... shit. We killed Kit's father. He was Red-Eye. Oh, fudge on a stick. Well, no point in stopping now. We only got 2 flames left. But first, I need to replenish my friend's magic here. And I think it's time that we got serious for this next one. We're gonna need we're gonna need you. Yeah, we're gonna need her. Now, who is this one?
I will not fail.
Darius. I know just the weakness for you. Let's see. Your previous weaknesses were spear, dagger, axe, and ice and wind magic. Oh, and I can't use items? Oh, that's gonna suck for this fight. That's not gonna be fun at all.
Glacius Claw down!
I didn't know there was gonna be a handicap for each of these fights. Fudge. Well, too late to complain now.
The battle is truly joined.
Where's the dagger?
Let's do this! I'll do my best!
Stick to other weapons for now.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, now I can use items, okay. Why couldn't I use them before?
How do you like this?
Have at you. Have a taste of this!
It's my turn now! Try this on for size!
So, we gotta rely on wind magic, huh?
Victory shall be mine!
And also the dagger. Of course we can.
Bring it on!
Oh good, Elfin can use it. But I need you to heal, Ophelia.
That'll do her.
And then Ophelia, you heal everybody else. We need everybody alive for this.
Bring about the miracle of healing! Here I go!
And I think you know what to do.
Bring it on!
Did he just sap all of her, well, nearly all of her SP? I think he did.
Well then. Take this! Here I go! I won't hold back! I'll get
The battle is truly joined. My blade is unbending! Windhill fights with us!
Here I go! Phew, time for a break. Well then, here I go!
The battle is truly joined. Anger not the tiger.
Here we go! The stars fall!
Have at you.
Well then. Yeah. Here I go!
All right!
Let's do this!
Have at you. My blade is unbending! Windhill fights with us! The thrill of the fight!
Alright, last one I'll be reading. From the records of House Ravis. From the time of my first memories, I recall my father lecturing me on the origins of our house, on what it meant to be the head of the House Ravis, and on what it means, on what I must give my life to protect. My father had heard of the same from his father, and his father from his before him. The House of Ravis is blessed with the many treasures, and many who covet them. To one born into the House of Ravis, such things are as natural and given as the blue sky above us. We are blessed with great treasures, and it is our duty to protect those treasures from those who would use them for ill. And among all of the treasures, there were none other greater than the dragon stones. The dragon stones were bestowed upon the first Lord Ravis by the legendary King Beowulf, the first of Hornburg. And they have been passed down in our family ever since. And the stones are said to have come from a land far to the east, and they are worth far more than their weight in gold. But that is not where their true value lies. A power sleeps within them, and it makes them valuable beyond mortal comprehension. For the name Dragonstone is no simple fancy. The stones house the power of the great wyverns, whose name they bear. It is said that the great sorcerer Odin Crawford used the power of the Dragonstones to seal shut the gate of Finis. Crawford had campaigned together with King Beowulf and aided him in the founding of Hornburg. My father, when he was still with us, once told me this: "Power in itself is neither good nor evil. It is the man who wields the blade who decides whether to fight for good or evil." That is why King Beowulf entrusted the stones to the man he trusted above all others, the loyal knight who would become the first lord of House Ravis. Great power can bring about boundless good or unfathomable evil. It is the duty of our house to keep the Dragonstones safe and protect them from those who would wield them for dark ends. Yet, given enough time, great power will always awaken a hunger in others who would claim it for themselves. Once the Dragonstones come to House Ravis, there was no end to those who lusted after them. Not to mention our many other riches. Even Keith and Kin cannot be trusted to stand against the temptation. Once a rumor reached my ears that suspicious parties were inquiring into the whereabouts of these stones at the behest of my own relatives. It may be that those who sabotaged the carriage my wife and I were riding in did so at the biting of my own blood. Oh, my poor Cordelia, what is to become of you? You are too gentle to ever doubt another. I fear that many will draw near to you, cloaked in the guise of kindness to seek and deceive you. Cordelia, I can protect you no longer. No matter how I truly call out, my voice cannot reach you on the other side. Yet, this I hope you know. Though at a time may come when you are betrayed by one whom you trust, I believe your heart will not falter. You will not lose your faith in people, and this is for the best. For there are those truly worthy of your unwavering trust, and you will find them to keep them close at your side. I held on to such faith, and I was rewarded with loyal companion, worth 1,000 other men. Heathcote has been true to me in all things. Surely such a friend will also appear before you, one worthy of your faith. So I beg you, Cordelia, never stop believing in others, for it is this faith that will save you in the end. Well now. These things are getting interesting, especially for showing how everything in this side quest is tying everybody together, leading up to the events of their story. And we only got one flame left in this gauntlet. Let's see. Do I dare to go for it one more? Yeah, let's do this. And I think I know who this one is gonna be, since it's gonna be everybody that we faced before. And I'm not gonna enjoy fighting this guy, so I want to get him out of the way as quickly as possible before I bring this episode to an end.
Now, let's get down to business.
I thought as much. It's Miguel.
All right.
Now let's see, if I remember correctly, the first rotation for its weaknesses were sword, light, wind, and arrow.
The stars fall.
Let's do this.
Since when was he weak to darkness? I don't recall that being his weakness.
I'll do my best.
Best not question it for now.
Jennifer overreading.
How about you?
I'll not be defeated.
Just to save magic on this round, I'm gonna use these soul stones.
All right. How do you like this?
My turn now. Try this on for size.
The battle is truly joined. Have a taste of this.
Alrighty.
My turn now.
Let's see.
Ignis our dare.
Yeah, that was his second rotation.
How about you?
He's weak to the spear in this one.
Dead by 1,000 cuts!
What to do?
As well as the dagger.
Here we go.
Think light as well.
Well then. Here I go! Let's conjure me! Let's... I'll get this one.
How about you? My blade is unbending! Windhild fights with us!
All right. Let's get down to work. The stars fall.
I am finished.
Oh man, he killed her. That's not good.
How about you?
That's not good at all. What's his weakness? Oh god, what was his weakness for this?
The dog fights on.
It wasn't sword for this, that's for sure.
Bring it on!
Revive her.
Try this!
This should do the trick.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Oh shit.
My turn now.
What was your weakness? Whatever. We're dead. I should have started with him.
Take this.
Victory shall be mine. How about this?
I am finished.
The battle is truly joined. Witchery. Have I failed?
Well, I had to restack on supplies anyway, so when we come back, I'll hopefully be back where I was previously, and then we'll see what happens after we take out all those bosses in next time in Let's Play Octopath Traveler. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment if you want, ring that bell to be notified of our next videos coming out. And until then, this is Sora Darkchild, signing off. Have a good night, folks.